Take a look at the screen, America. Take a look at it. Okay? This is a list of the so-called best player alive. Okay? According to Nick Wright. Okay? According to Nick Wright. He calls himself like the basketball scholar when it comes to big sports media. Okay, so he's put together this thing right here. Yeah, y'all know I've got down on him before when he did the top 50 of the last 50 years, all kind of stuff like that. I told you he was just using basketball reference for that. That's all he was doing. Now he calls himself putting together a list of who supposed to have the best player alive title throughout NBA history.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, Nick Wright is wrong, America.
He can't help it. He can't help it. It's just in him.
Take a look at the names, okay? You see, he got Bill Russell. I should say Mr. Russell.
You absolutely should. Yes.
From 1960 to 1967. He got Will from 67 to 71, okay? He got Kareem from 71 to 80, all right? Moses Malone from 80 to 83. Larry Joe Bird from 83 to 86. Urban Magic Johnson from 86 to 90. Michael Jeffrey Jordan from 90 to 93. Hakeem from 93 to 95. Mike again from 95 to 98. Shaq from 98 to 02. Tim Duncan from 02 to 07. LeBron Raymond James Sr. from 07 all the way
Till infinity.
to infinity and beyond.
That's it. That's it right there.
From 07 to 2018, and from 18 to the present, he got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay, is there, America, an all-time legend that y'all
missing?
Is it somebody missing? Is it somebody that you got in your top 10 that you don't see? If you don't know, it is Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe Bean Bryant. In Nick Wright's opinion, Kobe Bean Bryant was never the best player in the world. Never. Not for a single year, in Nick Wright's opinion, was Kobe Bean Bryant the best player in the world. And we got to talk about it. Okay, yeah, we got to talk about it. Okay, but before we do, I got to remind you that this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. I am your homeboy first, and that is my brother Tim G. Jacob, and this is Put It On Something. You understand? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Put all your people on it. Share this in these group texts and everywhere else you share stuff, okay? Because we got to talk.
We got to talk.
Because as a Lakers fan,
come on with it.
As a representative of real, true Lakers Nation, and not just LeBron lovers who are renting our Staples Center. Forget this crypto, whatever. Staples Center. I got a rep. Shout out to my young boy, Dylan Smith. I told him I'm dedicating this segment to you.
No doubt.
And all the Kobe fans that are up in arms about this list.
As you should be.
Okay?
As you should be.
But before I go further, I do want to get my brother's opinion on this because I could probably snap about this for 45 minutes straight. Okay? So before I vent, T, what were your initial thoughts when you saw Nick's list?
What designer drug was he snorting? What designer drug was he snorting? I mean, if you just go back to he won his MVP in 07-08, right? Bean? Okay. That year, he was 28, 6 and 5. But the 2 years before that, he was 35, 5 and 5, and 32, 5 and 5.
And an all defense performer.
Yes. Yes. And so, and then again, championship years were 09 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Because the MVP year he lost to the Celtics.
Of course, without Shaq. That's what you talking
Without
about,
Shaq.
America.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm the MVP year. They
We
lost to the
we
Celtics.
we
Oh
had an
wait,
appearance in '08. Okay, we lost
mm-hmm.
to the Celtics.
Lost to Celtics.
We beat the Magic in 9. Okay, and then we beat the Celtics in 10.
Beat Celtics in 10. All right. Okay. LeBron, in the meantime, I get it. Yes. He had Cleveland in them. He had and them. I got it. Okay. Which, we talking Boobie Gibson, we talking Ilgauskas, we talking Larry Hughes, we talking what's my man name? Drew Gooden. We talking all that. Got it. But what
Don't
Bean?
forget Mo. Mo was an all-star.
Mo. Okay. So you said in pre that he spoke of the Detroit game.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, America. In Nick Wright's opinion, LeBron became the best player in the world when he did the 4-day special to Detroit. During that magical run to the 07 finals. When they got swept by the Spurs. But but he did do a number on the Detroit Pistons. Such a number that I told my wife, I said, this man might end up being better than Michael Jordan. Now, he didn't do that.
Absolutely.
But during that series, I was amazed.
But let me ask you one question.
Okay.
When else has he ever done that?
Just lose his mind like that in the playoffs. Just like don't care.
Just bombing. When last time you
seen he one of those Celtics series the Heat versus Celtics, he went crazy.
Was it the one?
Everybody showed with the meme mug where he up there.
Was that the one when he was reading the books, got off social media? Is that the one?
I don't know.
You remember that? He said he was talking about he had kind of unplugged.
Oh, maybe so.
Like reading books.
Bron bring them books out.
He was reading books. I don't know if it was like a Handmaid's Tale or something, or Peter Cottontail. I don't know what he was reading.
All right.
It's Easter.
All right.
It's close to Easter time.
All right.
So I don't know, but I'm just saying. At that point, still though, Bean was that dude. Like, Bron had to do all that for the team that I just named for you. Now, what I also want to say real quick is Mike Brown's a hell of a coach. Because that man was a 60 win dang near every year.
Folks don't want to get it.
But I mean, so I just want to just add that in.
Finna win coach of the year again. This gonna be his second one.
Okay. So I don't understand. Nick Wright can't just take moments and make that the reason why he was that. Like, you can't do that. Like, let's just call it what it is. He was coming up short. He had to go get with some guys to go make it happen. Bean's best player was a guy was Paul Gasol. Do you give Paul Gasol? Has Paul Gasol ever been? He's been an All-NBA performer, right?
Think so, yeah.
But third team, maybe something like that.
I'll check while you talk.
I mean, Powell was the best guy. Powell was his best compliment. But Bean was continually doing things on both ends of the floor, which we have asked from LeBron for a run of time. Bean's all defensive teams, 15, I think it is, or something like that. Nick's just wrong. And I mean,
12 time all defense.
Bean.
Yeah. 15 time all NBA.
15 time all NBA.
12 time all defense.
But come on. Like, we all know Bean should have gotten a second MVP. We ain't got to bring that up. We know he should have got a second one. I mean, I just don't understand. It. And then I'm going to be honest with you. Steph had back-to-backs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of argument there too.
You mean, okay, on that other side.
On that other side of LeBron's tenure in this list, Steph had back-to-backs. and was winning titles with that too.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
I didn't call him that, but some people did call him the best player in the world around that time. I heard that. I heard that. See,
The early part of that stretch he's talking about.
That 15 year, I started hearing rumblings of it. He won their MVP, but sure enough, that next year when they won them 73 games, some people were saying it.
Okay,
But now with them with Bron upsetting them, I'm sure people were like, "No, it's really Bron." After that,
okay.
But here's my thing, T. Before I even get to Bron, before me even saying he gave the Bron too quick, he gave to Tim Duncan. See, Nick Wright, this is what's so crazy. This is why if I ever get the chance to debate him on Jordan versus LeBron, I'd smoke him.
Right.
Because his argument for Tim Duncan over Kobe kills his argument for LeBron over Kobe. I mean, LeBron over Jordan.
Okay.
Because he brings up the all defensive teams when he tried to bring up because Tim Duncan got more all defensive teams than Bean. Okay. Bean got a stellar that's 12 of them things. Okay. They're not all first team, okay, but it's just 12 of the total. Tim Duncan got 15. Okay. But that's just like Mike got 9 all of them first team, okay, compared to LeBron, who I think got like 6, okay, of either team, okay. He brings up titles when he talking about Tim Duncan over Kobe. Well, we clearly see Michael Jordan got more titles than LeBron. Like his same argument to try to make it seem like Kobe's not better than Tim Duncan kills his argument against LeBron and Jordan, okay? Because look now, I love Timmy. Love big fundamental. I developed something I call the Tim Duncan drill when I work with players. Great ball player, okay? But you're not going to tell me on this list where he got Tim Duncan, the best player in the world from 02 to 07, that somewhere in there Kobe Bryant ain't the best player in the world. You just told us, T, that in one of them years right there, okay, in 05-06, this motherfucker Kobe Bryant averaged 35.6 points a game, 35.4 points a game, excuse me, while playing all defense, okay? Oh, let me see if he got all defensive first team that year. That was 05-06. I'm
going to say yes, and I don't even know.
Okay. 05-06. In 05-06, Kobe Bryant was goddamn all defensive first team. All defensive first team and averaged 35. What the fuck else I got to do to be the best player in the league that year?
Ain't nothing else.
Not to have the best team. Okay. They were not the best team that year. Okay. Matter of fact, in 06, Tim Duncan ain't even win the championship that year. Tim Duncan ain't even make it to the finals that year. Okay. 06 is when D Wade, Shaq, they beat the Mavericks. So, like, what? So we can't even give the title to Timmy that year. Both he and Bean were all defensive first team, but without looking it up, I can tell you Tim Duncan ain't averaged no goddamn 35. he ain't have no 35 that year. I can tell you that straight up. Okay.
Tim ain't never averaged 35.
No, T, now that I look it up, Tim wasn't even all defensive first team that year, 05-06. Tim was all defensive second team. First team all defense in 05-06, the year that Kobe Bryant averaged 35, okay? This is all defensive first team. You
Ben Wallace.
Metta World Peace, Bruce Bowen, Andre Kirilenko, okay? He's
the man that got the hall pass?
He's notable for some other things as well.
The man that got the hall pass?
Okay. Ben Wallace and Kobe Bryant and Jason Kidd were tied. Okay. Wow. That's all defensive first team. Okay. Timmy is on the second team with Marcus Camby, KG, Tayshaun Prince, and Chauncey Billups. So you telling me a man that went and got you 35 a game And America, but y'all youngins out there. Y'all remember when James Harden went to average like 35 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine he was playing defense comparable to what Kawhi used to play. Or imagine he was playing defense like Drew Holiday or Andrew Wiggins when he's, when he's on the court, when he's playing. Yeah. Or Mikal Bridges. Imagine that defense with that level of bucket. Crazy. That's what Kobe was around in this time. When he's going crazy. Kobe going to get you 60. He got this 40-point game streak. He going to get 81. He going to do all this stuff, man. And they telling me at no point in there was he the best player in the world. Bullshit. Nick Wright sat up there with his whole timeline. He's strategically trying to help his LeBron GOAT argument with that by making Bron and that would have been like his 4th year in the league, saying that he was the best player in the world from the 4th year in the league all the way to 2018. Mm-hmm. Wild T minimizing Mike's. Now he claimed that LeBron is the GOAT. That LeBron was the best player in the world because of the 4-8 special. But in 1988, Michael Jordan won a scoring title, the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, All Defensive First Team,
All-Star MVP,
All-Star MVP, Slam Dunk title, made the playoffs. He did all that shit. Oh, but he's not the best player in the world. When you can go look at who people were calling the best player in the world, Magic Johnson saying, oh, this man the best. Larry Bird had already before then called the man God and sneakers.
Yeah.
But he wanted to give Mike to 1990 to be the best.
I think what he did was he took Basketball Reference and he went to the MVPs by year and he started kind of trying to draw little lines. He probably printed it out on paper and he started drawing lines and trying to like section off time. And he was like, oh, well, Magic got 3 out of 4 MVPs that year that 86 to 90. So let me make Magic the guy. It was stuff like that, it seems like, and
he knows that's team success. But like in that argument, right now in real time, if we go by that kind of logic, then you got to go ahead and give Jokic the MVP. Yeah. But Nick Wright is somebody who rails against Jokic. He be like, Jokic don't deserve any MVP. He think Jokic should not have any of these MVPs. But if he going by like you saying, them late 80s MVPs, when Kareem had shown up, taking a back to Magic, and Magic is definitely the man, and they still having this great success. Well, goddamn, Jokic, if I'm not mistaken, they the number 1 seed, ain't it?
Yeah, they number 1 seed.
But what's wrong? His defense is suspect.
Magic in his years, he averaged about 23 and 12 assists. Okay.
So what MVP years are those?
This is 87, 86, 87, 88, 89,
okay,
89, 90.
All right, 86, 87. You give us Magic. What Magic do that year?
Magic was 24 and 12.
All right. That year, 86, 87, Michael Jeffrey Jordan was 37.
God.
Which is the most since Wilt. 37. 5 boards, 4.6 assists, and 2.9 steals a game.
That's crazy.
So 37, 2.9 steals are giving you first team all defense. In my humble opinion, that motherfucker was the best player in the world then. Were the Bulls the best team yet? No. You go look up those teams, you'll see why they weren't the best teams yet. Okay. I watched those playoffs games. Okay. You will see why they didn't have the team success. Okay. All right. The next year, okay, Mike got at 87, 88 with 35, 5.5 boards, 5.9 assists, led the league in steals, first team all defense again. All right. So the next year, 88, 89, we back to Magic. What Magic do that year?
23 and about 13 assists. 13 assists.
Probably what, about 7 boards, probably?
23, 8, and 13.
Okay, 8 boards. Okay. Great. Magic balling now. Magic balling. Mike went and got you 33, 32.5 points a game. Okay, 32.5 points a game, 8 boards, 8 assists, 2.9 steals.
This is Pippen's rookie year, right?
This is now Pip rookie year was 87, 88.
87, 88. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then so 89, 90, when Magic got back to back.
Magic got back to back. That's right.
Okay, what did he do that year, T?
That year, 22, 7, and 11 and a half, 12, 6.
Okay. Great numbers. And they had the team success, of course. Okay.
Indeed.
That year, Mike went 33.6 points per game. Okay. 6.9 boards, 6 assists, 2.8 steals. So first team all defense again. Okay.
And these 2 years, the 2 years Magic won it. The last 2 years Magic won it between Mike. They didn't beat the Pistons, right? Well, the Pistons won it. I mean, the Pistons won the title. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Pistons won the
89
title.
and 90, yeah.
89 and 90. So
Pistons won the title, but one of the 2 ball players not only was in the MVP race, one of the 2 ball players was also in Defensive Player of the Year race.
It was.
Magic wasn't in nobody goddamn Defensive Player of the Year sentence.
Nothing.
Okay. So, like, it's like this man here systematically shitting on Mike and Kobe, though. Okay, he shits on Mike. But it's like undeniably he had to give him that shit in the 90s.
Yeah.
But he just completely acts like Kobe didn't do what Kobe did.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And I know Bron had that run there of them 2 MVPs, Skip, then 2 more MVPs. Okay.
Right.
But we know MVP does not mean best player in the world.
That's right.
We know that. Now, that them second 2 MVP, you got to give it to him undoubtedly then. Okay, like them 2 MVPs he got with the Heat.
Yeah.
Got both of those with the Heat.
Yeah.
Okay. Undoubtedly. Best player in the world. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, some folk might say KD though. Some folk might argue KD was already there, but I would say Bron, because Bron was locked in defensively then. But them first 2 MVPs that Bron got, Kobe was still Kobe.
He was still Kobe.
Like, and I think part of the reason Bron was getting that is because people were saying, like you said, that Bron, they were thinking Bron didn't have like a true superstar guy. You know what I'm talking about? And they were giving him credit for that. You know, because the team was being so successful and he was being a 2-way guy. And you know what I'm saying? And,
it was just St. Vincent, St. Mary's in the NBA. That's all it was. That's what it was.
But see, this one thing that there ain't no stat for what Kobe did for Powell.
Yeah.
There ain't no stat for what Kobe did for Powell and Lamar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, everybody want to joke about Lamar being old, he's crack and shit like that. Or, you know, the Kardashian thing and Powell being soft. Well, Kobe took them boys.
Went places.
And won by being an asshole. But it ain't no stat for that.
May I add this in? If America would like to go watch the Netflix Redeem Team doc, I'll rest my case. They had to go get a guy, and that guy was not LeBron.
Go watch it. You see who becomes the leader of the damn team. Okay. You see who the best player out there. Okay. LeBron more athletic, but you see the guy they going to close the show. Y'all see the guy they going to really set the tone from a leadership standpoint.
The man pushed his own partner in the chest early, said, I'm going to hit him in the chest.
I'm running through his motherfucking chest.
Running through his chest. That's what he said.
Come on, man. Come on, Nick Wright. Stop this shit. See, Nick Wright was real disrespectful to Kobe before Bean died. Then once Bean died, he told, like, the night before Bean died, like, he was tweeting out some fuck shit about Bean. Because I think, like, either that day before or maybe not too long before, remember, Bron had passed Bean on the all-time scoring list, I think.
Okay.
And so he was being real disrespectful to Bean. Then he tried to, you know, bring it down some, you know, once Bean died and the outpour and, you know, everything like that. But little shit like this show me it's still there in him. It's still there in him.
It ain't coming out.
Shout out to all the Bean fans, all the real Laker fans, man. Y'all know I had to hold it down on this one. You know what I'm talking about? My brother is a Bulls fan, okay? But even he had to let y'all know that this is some bullshit. Anybody can acknowledge that Kobe Bryant had a period of being the best player on planet Earth.
He did.
Anybody that think otherwise is bullshit. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?